Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that a lot of the stuff that you're working on right now is going to eventually be shut down, or sooner than later?
Regulated in like the like privacy stuff and.
Or, yeah.
I think there's probably going to be some regulation. There's going to be something around that, and I don't know if it's going to be the industry policing itself or the government getting involved, but there will be something around all that, just because people do get concerned. But I think we're still a little bit off, and I think a little ways off from that, because I think people have, and the industry's trying to be really good about giving people control, letting people shut off their accounts, giving them privacy access of who sees what and what they see, and they can delete their accounts. So as long as the industry does that, and as long as they're responsive. So Google did something where they were picking up Wi-Fi data, right? And they got lots of different countries were pretty pissed about that. But they were pretty responsive. They went through, cleaned the data and all that. So I think as long as the industry is policing itself, we won't see a lot of regulation for a while. But we probably will see it more in Europe, and then start to come over to the States.
I was going to say, you mentioned, about how technology has been really empowering, and it's, doing some amazing things like causing huge social shifts, perhaps for the better.
Yeah.
So, I love your thoughts as well, because on the converse, recently in England, we saw
the riots.
Being the cause of organisation of riots.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's going to be any kind of clamping down on this stuff?
I think people want to. It's that the problem is, and you see that in China, you see kind of the model of how to clamp down in China, and you still see people getting their voice out, because they clamp down, they control internet access down to like the IP, down to the base kind of bit level, and they're monitoring all that data as well. It's not just clamping down, it's monitoring. They understand what people are doing. They clamp down on dissidents. What they say is if they don't clamp down on the dissident within 24 hours, then they've failed. So they are trying to understand, and they're using all that data to understand that. So that's kind of a model for the extreme clamp down. I think in the West, we kind of have some values of free speech that keep some of that from happening. And really, I think that what we're seeing is a power structure change. You're seeing kind of power shift around, because people, it's really empowering individual people to do a lot of different things, from be able to say something about a corporation like United broke my guitar. That there was a big video campaign that a guy did, and it went huge, millions and millions of views, to being able to talk about the government. I think some folks want to clamp down, some folks want to have control. I think we'll see that a lot less in kind of Western countries with Western kind of attitudes than we will see in some other countries as well.
So I love Saints. I've been here a couple times. What was the idea behind it? Kind of what were you thinking when you built this place?
Well, I wanted to bring a new approach to the Irish pub.
Okay.
I went on a little journey through a lot of Western Europe and Northern Africa, and what I found there was bars and restaurants where you could spend so much time you would lose yourself. And I wanted to bring that back to Oklahoma. There wasn't anything in between a club scene and a restaurant where, young people, old people, everybody can just spend some time and have a wonderful conversation, a good drink, and and this is basically what came out of all of that.
That's awesome. Now, I've seen Wayne Coyne here before. He comes by quite a bit, or do you see me?
Oh, we see him probably once a week.
Awesome.
Yes. I mean, this is apparently his neighborhood pub. So
yeah.
Come back down. The Plaza District is really turning into something that I hadn't seen in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
There's so many independent artists, local business owners, and just trying to make Oklahoma City the new hip place today.
Cool.